Jihadism is upon us. The question is it just a movement that wants to capture Gaza? Or is it broader? Does it have implications for the rest of Israel and for the world? We're at the Hamas charter itself, and the charter says Palestine is the heart of the globe, the place where continents meet, the place that has attracted the greedy aggressors since the dawn of history. Whoever amongst the believers chooses to dwell in one of the shores will be in permanent state of jihad until resurrection day. There's a permanent state of jihad, and the heart of it is Palestine, which is happens to also be Israel at the same time. Dr. Mordechai Kedar is with me in studio. He's an expert on radical Islam. Okay, first thing, is Hamas an independent, thing? Is it in its own organization, or is it part of something called a global jihad? What is jihadism?
Jihad is the holy war, which is meant to put Islam above every other ideology and everybody else. And this is what the main goal of Islam, the ultimate goal of Islam. It could be conducted by the sword, means by weapons. It could be by economic measures like BDS, which is part of the economic jihad. It could be by migration to other countries in order to spread Islam in a more nicer way. Jihad is a big concept which could be implemented by all kinds of there is arson jihad. If you set fire in a church or in a grove in order to undermine the stability of or the mindset of the infidels, this is also part of the jihad. If you turn an academic institution into something which supports Hamas and its likes, it is part of education jihad.
Is it fair to say that there's jihad at Harvard?
Not only in Harvard, in many. Look, the state which supports this jihad, Qatar, is buying many institutions, many research centers, many researchers and journalists and media outlets and all kinds of and politicians as a part of the jihad.
How does the West recognize jihad? How does it push back against it?
I'm afraid that the West don't get it. They don't understand the common denominator to all these phenomena, and they don't see the big picture. They see trees, they don't see the forest. And the problem is this. And they are poor people. They have their own media. Okay, you have your narrative. It's not a narrative. It's actually the story which they tell in order to deceive others so they don't see the jihad which is waged not only against Israel, but also against the West. Because Israel is the long arm of the West, which was implanted here in the Middle East by the West, for the West, and this is why the fight should be first on the Jews and Israel, they consider us Jews, not as Israelis, in order to defeat Israel and to wipe Israel out, and to continue to the other parts of the world, especially Europe and then America, in order to make sure that the whole world will be subjugated to Islam according to the jihadi mindset.
So the jihad has many forms: economic, political, media, educational, of course, and its wing today is the Hamas. Its main fighting force, striking force, is the Hamas. It's in Gaza, it's in Judea and Samaria, it's in Israel, it's even at Harvard.
And also organizations like CARE.
Organizations like CARE,
which is also part of the jihad, in order to deceive the infidels that this is a peaceful organization which promotes the cause of the poor people who seek asylum from the atrocities in the Arab world. And this is what these organizations are.
So it looks like CARE, but underneath this, it's ISIS. It's Hamas ISIS. Dr. Mordechai Kedar, thank you so much for being with us at Tov Studios. Thank you.